Hello students. Now today we will start the cash budget. So I'm doing two questions related to cash budget. First is this question number 7 which we did in our class. So the question is the following data relate to Cosmos Limited. The financial manager has made the following sales forecast for the first 5 months of the coming year commencing from 1st April. Now sorry, these are the sales forecasts. The data is debtor and creditor balance at the beginning of the year is 30,000 and 14,000, and the other balances are cash balance is 7,500, stock is 51,000, accrued sale commission is 33,500. Now 40% of the sales are on cash basis and credit sales are collected in the month following the sale. So cost of sale is 60% on sales. The only other variable cost is 5% commission on to the sales agent, and sale commission is paid in the month after it is earned. Inventory stock is kept equal to sales requirement for the next 2 months budgeted sales. Trade creditors are paid in the following months after purchases. Fixed costs are 5,600 per month including 2,000 depreciation. You are required to prepare a cash budget for the April, May, and June. So before that, we will do the working notes. I'm making the working notes here. So we have been given the details for April to August. So we have been given sales. So sales are 40,000, 45,000, 55,000, 60,000, and 50,000. Okay. Now we create the cash budget. I'm leaving some space here for the calculation, or I can make the cash budget here also. So I'm making it here. So April, May, and June. We have to make April, May, June. Okay. Now first we will start with the opening balance. Opening balance for the month of April is given 7,500. I'm making it bold. Then receipts. In the receipt, first of all, we have the cash sales. So here it is given in the question that 40% of the sales are cash sales. So I'm writing it here, cash sales. So it is 25%. Sorry, it's a 40%, not 25. And credit sales will be 60%. Another variable which is related to sales is the commission. So commission is 5% is equal to 0.05 of the sales. Now, another thing is given, we have to calculate the purchases. So how you will calculate the purchases? Now, cost of sales is given in the question is 60% of the sales. So is equal to 0.6% of sales. So these are the cost of sales. Another is, we'll add it here, closing stock, the desired closing stock. The desired closing stock is, it is given in the question, the inventory stock is kept equal to sales requirement for the next two budgeted sales. So it is equal to the sales requirement of the next two budgeted sales. So it means for the April, it should be May plus June sales. Okay, these are the sales. Okay, but the cost of sales is 60%. So we'll take the 60%, point 60% of the sales of the next two. So this will be the closing stock. We need to find out for the month of August because the 2 months, next 2 months sales are not defined for this July and August. Desired closing stock is 60,000, 69,000, and 66,000. Now from this we will subtract opening stock. So I'm writing it here, opening stock, and opening stock is given as, for the month of April, it is given as 51,000. Okay, and for the May, it will be the same as the closing stock of April, and so on. Now, purchases will be cost of sales plus desired closing stock minus opening stock. So 33,000 for the May, 36 for the second, and 30 for the this June. Now receipts. For the receipts, it is given in the question that credit sales are collected in the month of sales. So in the receipt, first of all, we will take cash sales. So cash sales for the month of April is given here. We have calculated here. So 16,000, 18, and 22. Now cash from debtors, or I am writing it here, debtors only, you can write cash collected from debtor, and credit sales are collected in the month, next month. And in the month of April, you have been given the opening balance of the debtor is 30,000. So in the month of April, you will collect 30,000. In the month of May, you will collect the credit sales of April, and so on. Okay. I think these are the only two collections. So we can write it here, total receipts sum of two So I'm making it bold. The next is payments. So in the payments, you have first of all, you have the payment to the creditors. Opening creditors are given as 14,000. So in the April, you make the payment to 14,000 and it is given that trade creditors are paid in the month falling after purchases. So in the May, you are making the payment of the purchase for the April and so on. Then we have commission. The commission given in the question is that commission is paid after a month it is earned. So in April, you are making the payment of the commission of this March and it's given 3,500 outstanding at the beginning. In May, you pay the commission for April and so on. Now, finally, you have payment of fixed cost. Fixed cost, there is a 2,000 is included here in this. 5,000 is it is fixed 5,000 per month and 2,000 is depreciation. So depreciation is non-cash. So we will take only 3,000 for all the 3 months. Now this is total payments is equal to sum. Now from there you can find out the closing balance of cash. It is equal to opening plus receipts minus total payments. So it's 33,000 and for the next in the May month it will be the opening balance. Similarly, I can find it here. So it's 37 again for June. It is equal to this and this. Now you can also find out for the entire quarter. So opening balance will be the balance of the this. Now here you have to find out the sum. Here also sum. And here the closing balance will be equal to this. You can check also that this plus this minus this comes out to be the same. Okay, so I'm highlighting it. So these you can say formatting you have to do yourself. I'm not going to do it. Okay. So this way you have to prepare a cash budget and please do the formatting and you can prefix here amount or you have to write it in rupees and all.